Hi Betsy, this video is to show you how to send the text messages or actually schedule them to be sent a day in advance and to do the whole thing in a single operation as opposed to having to send the messages one at a time. So we'll start here at your job sheet where you've got your lookup of all the messages that need to go out. So presumably this will be for tomorrow. So you're going to look up for tomorrow, and you're going to go to your text view. So you're only looking at the fields that you need, and you only need two fields here: phone and installer text. So I'm going to select these and right-click and copy. And then I'm going to create a new worksheet. And I'm going to paste these into that worksheet. Okay, and so I can see that I've brought over a column that I don't need. So I'll just remove this column, click on the column header, and delete. And so here's the two fields that I need. And what I'm going to do is these phone numbers at the end are what you use to cut and paste into the text message when in Google Voice, and we don't really need them here, so I'm just going to go ahead and chop these off. And to do that, I select the area where I want to cut, and I click on Data and then Text to Columns. That's going to open up this wizard here, and this should be selected by default. If it's not, click it, and it's fixed width here, which is what we want to do. Click Next, and then each of these lines is where it wants to split that data, and you don't need these, so what you're going to do is just delete them. Just double click the arrowhead here, and if you've got just a couple, you don't have to do this. You can just delete the phone numbers manually. So you just go through on each of these and delete. And okay, so here's where I want to delete. I'm going to go up to the ruler here, and I'm going to click on the ruler right where I want to chop it off. And I'm going to lose the last part of the word questions here, but it doesn't matter. That's enough. They'll understand. So you click to add your the divider where you want to split the text, and you can move it around if you get it in the wrong place. So you're going to get it where you want it, and if you want to delete it, just double click it and then click to add it back here. So this is where I want to split the text, so I'm just going to click Finish, and boom, it chops off that part of the text that I don't need. So go ahead and delete that column, and then let's start saving these daily. Let's save them to a folder that you create. Create a folder in your documents and just call it text messages sent, and then daily when you send these, you'll just save it to that. And just name it the day 0728. I've already done this, as you can see. And I'm just going to call this -1 so I don't overwrite my original file. So now that we've got an Excel spreadsheet with the phone numbers and text messages that need to go out, we're going to go to our browser here, and we're going to load the ProText. So it's protexting.com. I'll send you the credentials, and it'll log you in here. And this will be the screen that you get to. It's a dashboard. And you're going to want to import the contacts that you just created in your worksheet. You'll click Import Contacts, and then Import from File, then add the file. And so you'll browse to it and add it. We just put this one here. Okay, so now it's going to map the fields, and these are the fields from the ProTexting website, and then these are the fields that are in our spreadsheet. So what we need to do is we need to get the message here lined up with installer text, because that's the field name in our spreadsheet, and then phone number is of course phone number. So you just want to make sure that the screen looks exactly like this So your pro texting fields line up with the fields that you're importing, and then click continue, and you'll create a new group. And so we'll do 2021, and it'll be the day that the messages are scheduled to go out. So 2021-0728, and I'm going to just add a 4 to it because I've created some other groups for the same day. So create the group and then finish and import contacts. Okay, so I just imported, as you can see, the contacts that I needed. I just added 3 contacts and 3 messages, and so now I'm going to go ahead and send the text message by clicking Send SMS Campaign, and it'll name it after the date that you're setting it up, and you're going to select a template, which there's just one, and it just says message because that's what you're sending out here. So use template. And so as you can see, it's going to insert our message into this message field, which is what we want to send. So then you're going to go down. If you wanted to send it now, just click that and it's done. If you want to schedule it, so tomorrow we're going to schedule this, and let's set it up for, I don't know, 8. If you want to schedule it for a time when you're going to be available to answer the phone, set it for 8:30 a.m. Click schedule, and then look everything over and click submit, and then it is scheduled to go out tomorrow. And to look at your campaigns, you're just going to click go to scheduled messages, and here's your campaign that's going to go out tomorrow. I'll go ahead and delete it here because obviously it's just a test. So delete here, and then click OK, and so that's gone. And again, if real quick here, I'll show you just what it looks like when you're going to import, add a file. This is what it looks like when you're going to send it now. So if you want to send it now. And again, we're going to put our message file up here and click continue, create a new group, and then finish and import contacts, and it brings them in. Then send an SMS campaign, select your template, and then come down to send now and submit. That's it, and it goes out all by itself. So hopefully this will make things a lot easier with regard to sending out the text messages. Let me know if you have any questions.